Clemson family, start your engines. I'm Will Brazington, CEO of the Clemson Alumni Association.
And I'm Deb Conklin, chair of your alumni board, and we're inviting you to the ultimate homecoming weekend, October 31st to November 1st.
This year's theme is Tour de Tiger Town. Inspired by the thrill of racing, we're bringing high energy, fast fun, and full-on Tiger spirit to campus.
It's your chance to reconnect, recharge, and rally with alumni, fans, and future Tigers, your Clemson family.
Friday night, we're kicking things off with Tour de Tigerama, our high-octane pep rally, featuring student skits, performances, fireworks, and the live concert by country rock stars Lanco.
Then on Saturday, campus turns into a tailgating circuit. Join the official college and affinity group tailgates happening all across campus.
Wherever your Clemson passion lies, there's a tailgate for you.
These are the best spots to reconnect with old classmates, meet new friends, and celebrate what makes Clemson so special, and learn how you can be a part of moving Clemson fiercely forward.
And don't forget the main event, Clemson versus Duke in Memorial Stadium on Saturday, November 1st. Let's fill the stands and roar together.
All event details, tailgating locations, and more are at alumni.clemson.edu/homecoming.
This is Tour de Tiger Town, a weekend of speed, spirit, and Clemson celebration. Go Tigers!
We're the glue that binds. We're the wrench that tightens the grip. We're the link to the past, to the present, and to the future of everything Clemson. We're connectors in that we build, strengthen, and maintain connections within a thriving, passionate, and energetic community that stretches around the globe. We're the Clemson Alumni Association, and more than anything, we're uniters. We unite all those who proudly wear that ring and who profess devotion to that family known as Clemson University. We do so by creating events and activities that connect our alumni and that serve students past and present with a level of engagement and service worthy of Clemson. We, in many ways, represent the true ground game for the university, working the events, creating functions, organizing get-togethers so that this incredibly large and diverse group of alumni remain united in their affection for and attachment to Clemson. We are the Clemson Alumni Association, with an emphasis on association. We are all associated with someplace special and unique and impactful. And this association also intends to reflect those qualities by being special and unique and impactful. This is Clemson, and it deserves nothing less. Clemson Alumni Association. This is what family feels like.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm Will Brazington, member of Clemson's class of 2000 and the Chief Executive Officer of the Clemson Alumni Association. And it's my honor to welcome each of you to the Clemson Ring Ceremony. As you will hear throughout today's ceremony, the Clemson Ring is not only a symbol of personal accomplishment, it is also a call for personal action in service to others and to our alma mater. The Clemson rings that you will receive today come with an awesome responsibility, a responsibility to others, to Clemson, and to yourself. Members of the Pershing Rifles will bring forward the rings for this ceremony. They will be led by the Clemson Corps, an alumni constituency group whose members participated in ROTC as students. The Clemson Corps is dedicated to continuing Clemson's military tradition while developing opportunities to commemorate the proud military heritage of our great university. May I invite you to please rise as the rings are presented.
Please be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rich Kaiser. I am a retired U.S. Army Command Sergeant Major that served 33 years in service. I'm a member of the Student Veterans Association. Thank you. And also a member of the Clemson Corps. I'm extremely excited to be receiving my ring alongside all of you. Congratulations. We are grateful and honored to have Clemson cadets and the Clemson Corps serve as bearers of the Clemson Ring for a presentation today. As part of today's program, you will learn about the history and traditions of the Clemson Ring, beginning with the first graduating class of 1896, when Clemson was a military college. Cadets became the first students to wear the Clemson Ring and the first Clemson alumni to showcase to the world the qualities and ideals that the Clemson Ring represents. The cadets here today remind us of the unbroken connection that now spans 129 years between our university's distinguished military heritage and our beautiful Clemson Ring. Today's program also will focus on a profound question that is the fundamental foundation to the character of Clemson students and alumni, and it is carved in stone on our campus, which is featured in our memorial park near the Scroll of Honor Memorial. The question is, how will you serve? And while the answer is personal and different for each one of us, it is especially significant for all who wear the Clemson Ring. We will challenge you today to begin your own reflection on what this very important question means to you. As you prepare to leave Clemson and begin to make your unique impact on the world. Congratulations as you embark on the next phase of your Clemson journey, carrying with you the profound symbolism and rich tradition encapsulated with the Clemson Ring, a beacon of honor, resilience, and the unwavering commitment to serve, both within our beloved university community and beyond.
My thoughts often wander through these upper South Carolina hills that shelter the university that forms a common bond for many thousands of people who have studied here, or taught here, or worked here. There's something in these hills that has touched every one of them, something that has rubbed off on them in varying degrees, something that is built within the breasts of all Clemson men and women, an enduring spark akin to an eternal pride. There's something in these hills. It was here when a handful of fledgling faculty members greeted a relatively small band of 446 students more than 100 years ago. That was shortly after convict labor had completed an administration building and clock tower that still dominate these Blue Ridge foothills with a timelessness and serenity that impart inspiration and strength anew each time they are looked upon. There's something in these hills that has endeared itself to an endless procession of administrators, teachers, students, secretaries, and workmen. Hundreds of names pass through my consciousness, names of people who gave selflessly of themselves to build the institution nestled here, and who at one and the same time mined the priceless something the hills contain, and returned to them still more of it. There's something in these hills, and from them we have drawn the power to transcend the stresses and strains that tug away to make things come unglued in these disquieting times. The power to cut through such modern concepts and such modern facts as generation gaps, communication gaps, and ideological gaps. There's something in these hills that has bound together a man of over 90 and a woman under 20. Something that has given them a common ground on which to stand and a start toward bridging and eliminating any gap or any stress or any strain that might try to make unglued whatever they seek for themselves as they move out of these hills into the mountains, the plains, the oceans, the forests, the skies, and the storms of life. There is something in these hills that you and I can't define and others can't understand. A wave of warmth always surges through me when outsiders say, I don't know what it is about you Clemson people, but your undying love for Clemson is admired by everyone I know. There's something in these hills, and I suspect that's what it is. The ability of an institution through the unending dedication and greatness of its people, its administration, its faculty, its staff, its students, and alumni to impart to all it touches a respect, an admiration, an affection that stands firm in disquieting times, when things around it give impressions of coming unglued. There is something in these hills that brings together and binds together and holds together
men and women of all persuasions,
of all heights, sizes, weights, and cultural backgrounds.
Something that cuts across every difference, spans every gap, penetrates every wall.
Something that makes a man or a woman stand taller, feel better, and say with a high pride to all within earshot,
I
I
went to Clemson.
Good afternoon. My name is Logan Hunter, and I'm the Vice President of the Clemson Student Alumni Association and the Student Alumni Council. It is an honor to be with each of you today as you participate in one of Clemson's greatest traditions. Placing the Clemson ring on your finger today not only signifies that you are close to graduation, it is a forever reminder of your time, your life, and your experiences while you are on Clemson's campus. It will forever connect you to the many alumni you will meet throughout your life after you have crossed a future stage to receive your Clemson diploma. It will forever connect you to Clemson and to each other. It will forever remind you of the importance of loyalty and service, and it will forever remind you of this day. Clemson would not be the great university that it is today without the tremendous leadership of the president of our alma mater. President Clements has had a major impact on our Clemson experience by his service to students, to faculty and staff, and to alumni everywhere. He is a nationally recognized voice in higher education who is leading Clemson to unprecedented levels of achievement. It is my honor to invite him to speak to us today. Please welcome the 15th president of Clemson University, Dr. Jim Clements.
Thank you, Logan, for that wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, go Tigers. Come on, this is a celebration. Good afternoon, go Tigers. That's much better. Thank you all for being here on this absolutely beautiful day for this ceremony. Will you please help me thank Trey Dowling and Logan Hunter for their service as president and vice president of the Student Alumni Council. I appreciate their leadership and the important work they do. And thank you to retired U.S. Army Command Sergeant Major Rich Kaiser for his service to our country and his leadership here at Clemson. Would you please help me thank him? I also want to thank the chairs for the ring ceremony, Mary Jones and William Eccles. I know they put in a lot of hard work for this event. Would you please help me thank them and all the other students who worked so hard on this? Also want to thank Will Brazington, Chief Executive Officer of the Alumni Association, and Dr. Kimberly Poole, our Dean of Students. Would you please help me thank them for their leadership? I would now like to ask anyone in the arena who has served and those who are currently serving in our armed forces to please stand or raise your hand and be recognized. I'm honored to be here with you on this very special day for your ring ceremony. I can tell you this is one of my favorite Clemson traditions. The ring ceremony is an amazing tradition, and it's always a special day, but it also holds very special meaning for me. In 2021, my wife and I were named honorary alumni, and we were presented with our very own Clemson rings at a surprise announcement. Beth and I were humbled and honored to be named honorary alums, and we wear our rings with great pride as members of the alumni family. 14 of our immediate and extended family members have earned a Clemson ring. And I'm proud to wear my ring today as I present you with your ring. You know, rings are important things. They have a tangible value, as you will see in a video later in the ceremony about my dear late friend, General Ben Scardin, who passed away in 2021 at the age of 104. He was one of the greatest individuals in the history of our university. General Scardin was a prisoner of war, and his Clemson ring literally saved his life. Rings also have great symbolic value. They are a symbol of love and commitment because they have no beginning or end. The ring that I wear every day symbolizes the commitment that my wife and I made on our wedding day nearly 35 years ago. My wedding ring, I heard a clap, somebody clap, I'll take it. My wedding ring celebrates the birth of a new family, my family. In a similar way, your Clemson ring symbolizes an important rite of passage for you. It symbolizes your commitment to and your love for Clemson that will last forever. And today is an important milestone on your journey here at this great university. For many of you, that journey started with freshman convocation right here, or as a graduate student at graduate student convocation when I had the chance to welcome you to Clemson. It will continue when we meet again at commencement and you receive your diploma. But what does today, Ring Day, actually signify? First, it means that you have successfully completed at least 90 credit hours of academic work towards earning your degree for our undergraduate students, or that you have completed at least half of your program for our graduate students. So please pat yourselves on the back. That is quite an accomplishment. This fall, we were ranked as the best university in the state of South Carolina by Niche, by Forbes, and by U.S. News and World Report. In fact, Niche ranked us as one of the top universities in the entire country with an overall grade of an A, so congratulations. The Wall Street Journal and Smart Asset also both ranked Clemson as the best value college in the great state of South Carolina. And just this past week, the Wall Street Journal published an article that listed Clemson as one of the top 10 universities in the entire country. Congratulations to you. I'm also very proud that we were recently ranked as the second most military-friendly university in the country, which is a testament to our university values of patriotism and excellence. For our students, the majority of your college career is now behind you, and the end is in sight. Second, today means that you have chosen a major field of study and a career path that you will follow. Your future beyond Clemson as an independent, self-sufficient adult is taking shape. Parents, I know that you are happy about that, and we thank you for your support. Will you please help me thank all of the parents, family, and friends who are here to support you? Finally, many of you will leave this ring ceremony absolutely determined to make the best possible use of every minute you have left at Clemson. I felt the same way during my senior year in college, and I think you will too. Savor this time, use it wisely, and make it meaningful. You will never have a better chance to learn so much from so many different people as you have on this campus. There are people from all different walks of life, so take advantage and learn from one another during your remaining time here at Clemson. Wear your ring with great pride. and with the understanding that upon commencement, you will join a family of more than 195,000 living alumni around the world. This is an opportunity, but it's also a responsibility. You will be ambassadors for Clemson wherever you travel. I am counting on you, and we are all counting on you to always represent our university values such as integrity, respect, and self-reliance. Your ring will be a conversation starter, and it will open doors for you. And soon you will be able to add your story to the ring stories that we hear today. It's truly an honor for me to present you with your Clemson ring. Congratulations again, and thank you for inviting me to be part of your journey here at Clemson. May God bless you all, and go Tigers!
Thank you, President Clements, not only for those wonderful remarks, but more importantly for your incredible leadership of our alma mater. Our team at the Clemson Alumni Association, along with the Student Alumni Council, has been working diligently to make this a very special day for all who are here. Students, you have already created many wonderful memories at Clemson that you will undoubtedly hold dear for the rest of your lives. And today, we celebrate a remarkable milestone in your Clemson journey that is unlike any other that you have experienced thus far. Today, each of you joins the more than 195,000 living alumni around the world who have earned the right to wear the Clemson ring. To the parents and those guests of our students and alumni who are being honored today, we thank you for taking the time to experience this special moment with us. The Clemson Alumni Association is proud to host the ring ceremony as part of our ongoing mission to celebrate and enhance the lifelong connections that define the Clemson experience. We are here to serve and enable all who love Clemson to remain actively involved in the advancement of the university, and we are committed to helping alumni remain ever loyal to Clemson and to elevating and celebrating the many contributions that Clemson alumni make in service to others. Best of all, your Alumni Association unites all who proudly wear the Clemson ring in celebrating our special kinship. Our mission is simply to keep everyone in the Clemson family engaged, excited, and inspired by all that is happening with Clemson and its alumni. Nothing symbolizes the connection we share more beautifully or more powerfully than the Clemson ring. Over time, our ring has changed a little, but its tradition has always remained the same, and now you too are part of that tradition, and more importantly, its future.
Your ring tells a story of the journey you took to get here, the dreams, the sacrifices, the grit. Your ring tells a story of opportunity, of newly opened doors. Your key, a game changer, a career starter, a conduit to success. Your ring tells a story of legacy, the history of those who came before you, those who dared to be extraordinary in their pursuit of excellence. Your ring tells a story of selfless service, of wars fought and battles won, the thousands of bold men and women who risked it all and didn't hesitate to do so. Your ring tells a story of the dreamers and doers, the ones who dare to change the status quo, the students who become professionals, the interns who become experts, the leaders who become heroes. Your ring tells a story of kinship, of an unspoken bond. This is what family feels like. Our alma mater runs deep. This unwavering connectedness survives in a world that can easily divide us. who shall separate us now? No one. Your ring tells a story of the person wearing it now, and the person wearing it 100 years ago. A lifelong network, a family. Your ring tells a story of humble beginnings. The first ring formed and cut in 1896. The evolution of this small but mighty silver and gold torus. The updates, the upgrades, the tributes, the honor, the eagle of peace, the palmetto, the star, the hope. Dum spiro spero spes. As long as you have breath, you can fight on. Your ring tells a story of Clemson pride, of homegrown glory, unstoppable Tigers, of championships won and victories to come. Your ring tells your story, your journey to get here, your blueprint for success. Your ring is your family, your link to the past, present, and future of Clemson. Your friends, your classmates, your people. It's so much more than a ring. It's your story, a part of who you are. It is your part of our story. Wear it with pride. Tiger pride.
Good afternoon. I'm Trey Dowling, and I'm the president of the Student Alumni Association and Student Alumni Council. It is my pleasure to join you on such a special occasion. As students, we have bonded together as a true family. Today, we will strengthen that bond by joining together and wearing the Clemson ring. Along with graduation, this will be one of the most important moments of your college or graduate career. I hope you will cherish it as much as I will when I receive my ring. In addition to the video we just saw, I want to point out something else that is especially interesting about today's presentation. When you walk across this stage in a few moments, inside the white box you will receive, you will find a wooden box that contains your ring. Pay particularly close attention to that wooden box. The box that holds your ring was made from the wood of trees that once thrived on Clemson's campus. These trees, many of which fell due to old aging root systems, spent many years as a canopy of our campus that we all walked under at one time or another. May this box, as well as your ring, forever bring you fond memories of the special times you experienced at Clemson. For it is truly an uncommon experience to be a Clemson student, and it is truly an uncommon honor to wear the Clemson ring. For one Clemson alumnus, this ring literally saved his life. The late General Ben Scardon was a member of Clemson's class of 1938. Following a distinguished military career, he returned to Clemson as a professor of English. During that second career, Clemson students selected him as the Alumni Master Teacher in 1977. In 2002, he received the Alumni Association's highest award for distinguished service. And in 2020, he received the university's highest public honor, the Clemson Medallion. And shortly before his passing, he received an honorary promotion to the rank of Brigadier General. Today, we are honored to have the opportunity to hear his amazing story and how his Clemson ring literally saved his life.
For years, the Tigers who came before you have heard the story of Colonel Ben Scardon, a Clemson graduate who bravely fought in World War II. He became a prisoner of war, forced to participate in the Bataan Death March after the 3-month Battle of Bataan in April 1942. More than 60,000 American and Filipino troops were made to march through the country while suffering extraordinary physical abuse. And it's estimated that 1/3 of the prisoners died. If not for his Clemson ring, Colonel Scardon would have been one of them. This is his story.
The Bataan Death March occurred at the surrender of the American Filipino forces in April of 1942 on the Bataan Peninsula. And so we soon realized as we made the march that the guards were looking for rings, watches. I took my ring off and I rolled it up in my sleeve, I believe. From then on, I became very, very protective of the ring. never to pull it out and look at it or anything else, but I knew where it was. I was in very, very bad health in prison camp, and there was no medicine, no way of improving your health. And then when it got to where I was going to have to be put over in what they call the hospital area in the 0 ward, because that's where they took people that couldn't do anything for us, and no one ever returned from there. Henry Otis took care of me. Otis was able to let it be known that he knew of a gold ring was for trade for food, and they mixed up chicken and rice, and they spoon-fed me because I couldn't see very well for one thing. But I responded to that so well, my appetite was restored, and I was whole again, so to speak. Well, I've often thought about my little gold ring, which I'd hidden for so long, and I had no qualms about turning it over to Otis for this exchange because there was nothing else that could be done. But I've always thought about that ring, and when I was married in 1947, my wife, as an engagement present, had my brother, who was a Clemson graduate, replace the ring. And I've had it ever since, naturally, and take a great pride and glory in having a ring that fits and one that I'm very, very proud of.
As you receive your ring today, you will go forward to create your own unique story. You too will face your own challenges and triumphs. And while we can't imagine what some of the Tigers before us have endured, know this: these rings will continue to bind us together and make us all stronger, year after year.
Wow. Such a powerful story about a great American and a true Clemson Tiger. How will you serve? The centerpiece of Memorial Park, the cornerstone of a successful life. The video we just saw referenced General Ben Scardin, who was asked to speak on the topic of service during the May 2012 dedication of Memorial Park. His remarks included a guide, perhaps even a challenge for how each of us should view our relationship with Clemson. Scardin noted that Memorial Park is dedicated to Clemson alumni in all professions, industries, and roles in society who have served to improve the quality of life and to protect our freedoms. And then Scardin added this observation. He said, Clemson University is an extension of the vision of its planners and administrators and the talents and gifts of its graduates and friends. As an English professor, General Scardin chose his words very carefully. You'll note that he did not say that we are an extension of Clemson. He said that Clemson is an extension of us. Clemson does not define who we are as individuals, nor the impact that we will have on the world. Rather, we define Clemson's impact by how we, as Clemson alumni, use our talents and gifts to help others and to make the world a better place. Students, we hope that each time you look at the Clemson ring on your finger from this day forward, you will recall General Scardin's message. And we hope that your Clemson ring will become a constant reminder and motivation to use your Clemson education, your Clemson experience, your Clemson spirit to be of service to others wherever you may go in life. Now, it is time to celebrate and to recognize each of you as you join those who have earned the right to wear the Clemson ring. Whether you are preparing to complete your time at Clemson as an undergraduate student, completing your graduate degree, or returning to dear old Clemson as an alumnus or alumna, on behalf of the Clemson Alumni Association and your entire Clemson family, we applaud you for this impressive accomplishment. To our guests, we ask that you please hold your celebrations until the very end of the ceremony so that every participant's name can be heard when called. We are thrilled to have President Clements to present the rings to each student, and Associate Vice President and Dean of Students, Dr. Kimberly Poole, to congratulate each as they cross the ramp. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let the presentation of class rings begin.
Ella McGrath, Vivian Gabbard, Anna Gaffney, Anna Gahagan, Lakin Gainey, Benjamin Gaipa, Darian Galon, Marvin Galindo, Megan Gallagher, Michaela Gallagher, Leah Galt, Emily Galvez, Mary Gamble, Charlotte Gambrell, Corinne Ganley, Benjamin Gant, Catalina Garcia, Jennifer Garcia, Mia Garcia, Sam Garcia, Gracie Gardner, Michaela Gardner, Matthew Gardner, Tyler Gardner, Will Gardner, Braylon Garman, Anthony Garrett, Bo Garrett, Alex Garrick, Nathan Garrick, Andrew Garrison, Rachel Garst, James Garvin, Sage Garvin, Sophia Garzoli, Lauren Gaskins, Jacob Gaskew, Kyla Gaston, Harrison Gattuso, Davis Gobert, Tanya Gathers, Katie Gerbusick, Lexi Geyer, Joseph Giambalvo, Michael Giamona, Anna Gibbs, Mary Britt Gibson, Kylie Gilbert, Luke Gilbert, William Gilbert, Kevin Gilhooly, Kristen Gilk, Logan Gillespie, Stephanie Gillis, William Gilreath, Matthew Giordano, Ryan Glayholt, Elizabeth Glandler, Will Nagy, Jack Nidek, Owen Goebel, Jonah Godbold, Tristan Godfrey, Lauren Godleski, Abby Goforth, Brandon Goldberg, Deja Goldsmith, Jake Goman, Savannah Gonanen, Joseph Gonzalez, Murray Gonzalez, Emmanuel Gonzalez, Tyler Good, Ryan Gordon, Peyton Gorham, Evan Gorney, Mary Abigail Garaspi, Cynthia Gosnell, Margaret Gossett, Connor Goen, Troy Govea, Gage Graba, Hannah Graham, Jocelyn Graham, Sheely Graham, Yoland Graham, Amanda Grant, Jemiah Grant, John Grant, Michaela Grant, Alexa Grassi, Connor Grassinger, Rachel Graves, Abigail Gray, Leith Gray, William Gray, Gabrielle Grayson, Lee Gredick, Audrey Green, Brenna Green, Caroline Green, Riley Kate Green, Sophia Green, Ben Greenfield, Jack Greenway, Jack Greenway, Kelly Gregory, Nora Griffin, Charlie Griffin, Olivia Griffin, Caitlin Griffith, David Griffith, Kylie Griggs, Delaney Grimaldi, Colin Greenidge, Jackson Grindle, Oliver Grinkin, Michaelin Greist, Sarah Grogan, Jackson Grover, Charles Grozier, Taryn Grozio, Ashton Grumbles, Frankie Guadagnino, Cameron Gearin, Riley Gunter, Haley Gurley, Alyssa Gutterman, Aiden Haas, Connor Haas, Elizabeth Habig, Alexa Hackman, Drew Hahn, Kaylee Haley, Elizabeth Hall, Emily Hall, Jada Hall. Matthew Hall. Matthew Hall. Olivia Hall. Zach Hall. Robert Hamby. Andrew Hamilton. Drake Hamlin. Ryan Kirsteff. Caitlin Hammonds. Morgan Hammonds. Michael Hance. Nathan Handegard. Jack Hain. Chase Hannah. Ellie Hannah. Gracelyn Hannah. Megan Hanny. Trevor Hanson. Nicholas Hapatius. Hayden Hardage. Christopher Harden. Megan Hardwick. Michael Hardy. Elizabeth Harkins. Javay Harmon. Kate Harper. Dean Harpster. Lillian Harrell. Alexa Harris. Destiny Harris. Caitlin Harris. Kate Bradley Harris. Sophia Harris. Tristan Harris. Brennan Harshaw. Alston Hart. Ella Grace Hart. Caleb Harkey. Delaney Hartman. Libby Hartung. Emily Hassel. Emily Hastings. Rebecca Hatampa. Cassandra Hatch. Ethan Hatcher. Connor Hatchett. Wilson Hathaway. Lauren Hatton. Hannah Hawk. Brookley Hawkins. Samuel Hawkins. Elena Hawkinson. Anthony Hay Jr. Finley Hayes. Morgan Hayes. Nathan Hayes. Reagan Hayes. Allison Healy. Morgan Healy. Jaden Hurd. Brinley Hersey. Ashley Heath. Samantha Heckle. Mason Headley. John Himes. Kaylee Heininger. Brandy Hines. Siri Homesteader. Chris Henderson. Leanne Henderson. Rivers Henderson. Reagan Hendricks. Matthias Hendrickson. Davis Hendricks. Aaron Hennessy. Blake Henninger. Sarah Henthorn. Zachary Henschel. Sarah Hintz. Carson Hensler. Anna Herberholz. Jacqueline Herbert. Nicholas Herden. Adrian Hernandez. Adriana Hernandez, Jaziri Hernandez, Jillian Hernandez, Hadley Herndon, Sloan Herring, Mason Herman, Corbin Herzog, Amelia Hess, Rick Hewitt, Claire Hickey, Adam Hicks, Chloe Hicks, Susan Higgins, Ethan Higgs, Malia Howman, Ellis Hill, Lindsay Hill, Megan Hill, Kelsey Hillebrand, Luke Hiller, Susanna Hiller, Nicholas Hilsey, Mason Heyer, Megan Hurst, Kaylee Hiscox, Noelle Hitt, Ethan Hong, Deasia Hodges Noble, Eliza Hoffman, Shane Hoffman, Mela Hogerheim, Connor Holberg, Jonah Holbrooks, Faith Holliday, Jenna Holland, Skylar Holland, Samantha Holliday, Mary Holt, Davis Holtzclaw, Piper Holt, Lorelei Homey, Karen Honan, Olivia Honalia, Ryan Hood, Catherine Hoover, Suzanne Hopper, Emma Horan, Meryl Hornish, Dakota Horseman, Avery Horton, Riley Horton, Liz Hoskovec, Caroline Hott, Will Hott, Isabel Howard, Tanea Howard, Mac Howe, William Howe, London Hawksworth, Mackenzie Rika, Sam Hubert, Ethan Hubert, Katie Hudson, Carly Hofstetler, Jackson Huffman, Elizabeth Hughes, Henry Hughes, London Hughes, Margaret Hughes, McClendon Hughes, Webb Hughes, Eliza Hull, James Humphrey, Madeline Hunsinger, Omar Hunt, Jeb Hunter, Ashley Hurley, Davis Hurt, Carl Walker Hussey,
Emma Houston, Lily Heydrich, Marielena Iacona, Grace Ervelino, Chandler Ilderton, Rose Mbezi, Sydney Imler, Allison Infinger, Jack Ingrayo, Wesley Ingrayo, Kyle Anelli, Christopher Iori, Kadir Irving, Ashley Ivy, Alexa Jackson, Allison Jackson, Ava Jackson, Destiny Jackson, Reza Jackson, Spencer Jackson, Alan Jacob, Thorpe Jacob, Kai Jacobs, Jack Jadecki, Dylan James, Wells James, Sarah Janaski, Jordan Jansen, Valentina Hara, Jacob Gerald, Rolinda Jeans, Ashton Jenkins, Dylan Jenkins, Ella Jenkins, William Jenkins, Catherine Jennings, Abriana Jerebick, Isabella John, Alexandria Johnson, Avery Johnson, Caroline Johnson, Carter Johnson, Colin Johnson, Eleanor Johnson, Eric Johnson, Indica Johnson, Jack Johnson, Leela Johnson, Nikira Johnson, Rachel Johnson, Rita Johnson, Serena Johnson, Sutton Johnson, Thomas Johnson, Olivia Johnston, Walker Johnston, Campbell Jones, Caroline Jones, Ella Jones, Evan Jones, Madison Jones, Olivia Jones, Owen Jones, Sabrina Jones, Natalie Joram, Cameron Jordan, Pep Jordan, Mariah Jordan, Eve Joseph, Owen Joswiak, Jocelyn Juba, Slavensky Jules, Lily Urians, Anna Kate Justice, Kathleen Kajunsky, Chloe Kale, Luka Kamunetsky, Camille Kaminsky, Nicole Kanowski, Haley Kanto, Annika Kantrovich, Celeste Kaplan, Aryan Kapoor, Charlie Capel. Alina Karasik. Mihai Karhatash. Nick Karpinski. Riley Karpinski. Mia Kasparitz. Haley Kopp. Madison Kavanagh. Jack Kyle. Caitlin Kazmur. Jessica Keary. Timothy Kale. Maddie Keller. Erin Grace Kelly. Bud Kelly. Chloe Kelly. Elizabeth Kelly. Fiona Kelly. Grace Kelly. Mara Kelly. Preston Kelly. Kiara Kanala. Kyle Kennedy. Gia Kennedy. Aiden Kennelly. Lauren Kenny. William Kenny. Charlie Kent. Caleb Kern. Catherine Kearns. Jacob Carriage. Layla Hammett. Brody Kestel. Sia Kamani. Alexis Kidd. Jacob Kidder. Ella Kiefner. Avery Kilburn. Aaron Kilgore. Michael Killian. Bridget King. Farah King. Joshua King. Kaylin King. Nicholas King. Wyatt King. Antonia Karakidis. Eva Grace Kirkman. Louise Kish. Brooke Kitchen. Emma Kitchener. Justin Cloder. Caroline Klein. Grayson Klein. Alexandra Klotzbach. Ava Klubnik. Abby Nabenshoe. Madeline Knapp. Rachel Knobloch. Andrew Coe. Charlotte Cook. Kenzie Coaches. Emerson Koch. Sully Koff. Reagan Korinko. Alexis Chorus. Summer Kowalski. Matt Kraft. Delaney Kressler. Lillian Creasy. Maggie Kroll. Lindsay Crone. Emma Kropp. Caroline Kraus. Grace Kraus. Isabella Cruz. Owen Cruz. Rachel Kubasov. Jules Cusick. Brooke Q Michael. Shanak Uday Kulkarni. Matthew Coons. Caitlin Kurz. Madeline Kurz. Anastasia Kiprios. Ava Labolita. Olivia Labruno. Crystal Lacey. Kendall Ladd. Farah Lagstein. Ava Leibel. Brooke Lang. Talon LaJoy. Kelsey Lake. Mac Lambert. Madison Land. Zachary Lander. Alex Landry. Caitlin Landry. Porter Laney. Matthew Langles. Addie Langford. Matthew Larkby. Trey Larkins. Mark Larson. Kelsey Lassiter. Anthony Latanzino. Hannah Lober. Alex Lauda. Brian Lanius. Alyssa Larino. Molly Lavelle. Anna Grace Lahan. Grace Lawrence. Emily Laws. Riley Lawson. Alice Lay. Alessandro Lazati. Levi Leard. Amanda LeBron. Cade LaCroix. William Ledbetter. Adeline Lee. Jack Lee. Jackson Lee. Jackson Cooper Lee. Sydney Lee. Jason Legault. Chandler Lineweber. Vanessa Lemby. Addison Linehart. Michael Leonetti. Lana Leopold. Maya Lisak. Austin Lesher. Broughton Lester. Reese Letterman. Martin Joseph Levins. Sydney Levitt. Avery Lewis. Clay Lewis. Murray Lewis. Ella Liebel. Max Lindenberg. Andrew Lindler. Lillian Lindler. Abby Lindmeyer. Ian Lindner. Kyle Linden. Amanda Lippert. Samantha Lips. Joey Lasota. Jordan Little, Paige Little, Elizabeth Livesey, Reese Livingston, Gunther Lizerick, Molly Latch, Nellie Lochnicki, Anna Ladico, Julia Lockerson, Carson Lawless, Stephen Lombardo, Madeline Long, Margaret Long, Sarah Long, Thomas Looper, Georgina Lopez, Ashley Lopez Reyes, Hayden Lorenz, Ashton Loring, Sabrina LaRusso, Jordan Love, Audrey Lavelle, James Louder, Ansley Lowry, Ella Lowry, Jenna Lowry, Laura Lucas, Harper Lucchese, Alyssa Lucci, Katie Ludwigson, Sophia Lubert, David Lundberg,
Adeline Lundy, Lauren Lusk, Taylor Lusk, Ella Lynch, Catherine Lynch, Lakin Lyon, Mark Lyons, Anita Machia, Maggie MacDonald, Ramon Macias, Cameron Mack, Lauren Mack, Kiri Elise Mackey, Spencer McKinnon, Mary Michael Madden, Twyla Madden, McLean Madore, Abby Madrid, Ian Madsen, Ava Magliochetti, Ella Mahaffey, Sydney Mahan, Molly Mahoney, Jansen Mai, Adam Meyerly, Aaron Maitre, Tyler Balanowski, Hunter Malayan, Patrick Malone, Kirsten Maltba, Morgan Mandel, Blair Maynor, McAndrew Mangan, Tracy Mangle, Luke Mangum, Elena Manley, Marco Manna, Carly Manning, Weston Manning, Will Manning, Josue Mantufar, Kayla Manzella, Jessica Manziak, Trey Moranto, Jacob Marasco, Madison Marchetti, Chloe Margison, Olivia Marks, Juliana Marlowe, Michael Marone, Nikita Marquardt, Jennifer Marshall, Gavin Marschutz, Nicholas Marston, Aiden Martin, Alexis Martin, Emily Martin, Emma Martin, Jacob Martin, James Martin, Catherine Martin, Sophia Martin, Sophia Martin, Sydney Martin, Isabella Martinez, Samantha Martorano, Marlena Martucci, Alexis Martis, Macau Massey, Bryson Masters, William Masters, Ginger Mastrosimone, Emmanuel Mata Jimenez, Alexandra Matthews, Brody Madison, Victor Madison, Madison Morio, Benjamin Maxwell, Emily Mayo, Molly Mazzoli, Madison McAllister, Caitlin McAndrew, Kane McCaw, Anna Leigh McAllister, Robert McCardle, Drew McCarthy, Michael McCarthy, Sarah McCaskill, Kenzie McCasland, Marley McCauley, William McCauley, Gage McClatchy, Georgia McClure, Ryan McCormick, Ethan McCown, Benjamin McCoy, Madeline McCrae, Zach McCraw, William McCune, Jackson McCutcheon, Jasmine McDaniel, Madison McDaniel, Meg McDaniel, Catherine McDavid, Samantha McDonnell, Eve McDonough, Bennett McDowell, Kristen McDowell, Tabitha McDowell, Rivers McElveen, Will McEnany, Maisie McEvilly, Seneca McFarland, Will McFarland, Abby McGee, Cassidy McGill, Anna McGinnis, Cole McGowan, Joe McGowan, Joe McGuff, Avery McHenry, Alex McIntosh, Mirabelle McIntyre, Mitchell McKechnie, John McKee, Caitlin McKenna, Kylie McKernan, Aaron McKinney, Kylie McLean, Paige McLaughlin, Brandon McLeod, McKenna McMahon, Caitlin McMahon, Jackson McMillan, Madison McMillan, Nathaniel McMillan, Logan McMillan, Brady McNamara, Ava McNeese, Megan McNor, Aiden McNulty, Kenley McVeigh, Thomas McWhorter, Olivia Maven, Riley Mead, Fernanda Marr, Will Meany, Marina Mears, Emily Madeiros, Mia Medina Amores, Anna Medlock, Mia Medvin, Leslie Meese, Ella Meeker, Preston Meekins, Johnny Mejia Esquivel, Samson Mellott, Brooke Melanchuk, Maddie Malone, Jameson Melton, Tyler Melton, Jake Mercer, Zachary Mercer, Fan Chen Meng, Zhenzhen Zhang, Christian Mesa, Corin Mesher, Haley Messina, Tatum Metcalf, Madeline Meyer, Lucas Mesger, Carolina Micames, Olivia Michaels, Carly Michael, Sophie Michelle, Joseph Missioner, Charles Midgley, Chase Mihaly, Taylor Millardo, Ella Milford, Amberly Miller, Austin Miller, Grace Miller, Jackson Miller, Jennifer Miller, Sebastian Miller, Sophia Miller, Tim Miller, Tice Miller, Jacqueline Mills, Spencer Mills, Dustin Millsap, AJ Minton, Gia Miranda, Aaliyah Mitchell, Isabel Mitchell, Caitlin Mitchell, Sarah Mitchell, William Mitchell, Kiara Mitchell Lowe, Madison Moats, Emma Molfin, Josue Montalban Cortez, Jasmine Montalvo, Andrew Moody, Kinsley Moody, Holland Moon, Andrew Moore, Avery Moore, Hayden Moore, Jake Moore, Matthew Moore, Skylar Moore, Ty Moorhead, James Moran, Margaret Moran, Amanda Morcello, Blake Morgan, Dylan Morgan, Gavin Morgan, Michael Morgan, Peyton Morgan, Alec Morley, Joseph Morley, Robert Morris, L. Morris, Joshua Morris, Zane Morris, Isai Morse, Maxon Morse, Leah Moses, Michael Moschult, Jenna Mosier, Tyler Mudd, Chris Mull, Mazander Mullen, Samantha Mullen, Lena Mulliken, Jameson Mullis, Anna Muma, Alyssa Muneses, Hampton Munn, Deborah Muro Figueroa, Madeline Murph, Brandon Murphy, Madison Murphy, Margaret Murphy, Molly Murphy, Zoe Murphy, Julia Murashat, Abigail Murray, Catherine Murray, Elise Murray, Jacob Murray, Kate Murray, Peter Music, Ashlyn Myers, Bella Milet, Catherine Brock, Rebecca Esco, Zach Rodriguez, Kirk Sims, Moultrie Williams, Jackson Hatch, London Kearney, Matthew Bowman, Emily Goodwin, Mia Murdoch, Alexander Corti,
Good afternoon. My name is Deb Conklin, and I am a proud 1992 graduate of this fine university, and I am also the chairman of the Alumni Association here at Clemson. It is an honor to be with you, and we hope you leave here today understanding that wearing this very special ring comes with an amazing and great responsibility. After you graduate, we encourage you to be a voice in your local community. We also hope that you will be a voice for Clemson and dedicate yourself to servant leadership here on campus and wherever you may go. As you have seen today, the Clemson ring is a very special part of who we are. In fact, I'd like to ask all alumni present here today, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, siblings, anyone who is a Clemson graduate, please stand and let us show everybody how powerful this Clemson family is. Isn't it amazing to see how big our Clemson network is? There are many traditions that come surrounding this simple ring. One of the most significant traditions is how you wear this ring. From now until you graduate, you should wear this ring with the C and your class year facing towards you. This keeps in front of you the goal of becoming a Clemson graduate. It also serves as motivation to cherish and make the most of every moment you have left here on Clemson's campus as a student. The next part of this tradition comes when you graduate. Have another alum or a family member turn your ring around and place it on your finger with the C facing outwards and your class here facing outwards. As you saw, there are many people here who would be honored to be part of that tradition with you. Having someone special to you do this for you is a reminder of those who have helped you and supported you in your journey of accomplishing your goal to graduate from Clemson. Once you have graduated, with your ring facing outward, everyone who sees it on your hand from that moment forward will know that you graduated from one of the best universities in America. We encourage you and our alumni receiving their rings today to participate in this turning tradition. While the ring serves as your introduction to others, your impact as an engaged and ever-loyal Clemson alum will be determined by the good that you do with your Clemson education. To reinforce that, the Clemson Alumni Association has a special gift for you today. Students and alum who receive their rings today, as you leave through the tunnel, you will receive a challenge coin, such as this one. On one side of the coin is the 1889 ring crest, including the Alumni Association's motto, Ever Loyal. And the other side is the Alumni Association's Tiger Rag. And it has the challenge question on it that you've heard all day today. How will you serve? Each time you think of this coin, we want you to think of that question. Think about those that came before you, the impact others have had on your Clemson career, and how you can have an impact on future Tigers. Our hope is that you will treasure it and that you will keep it somewhere special so that you will see it often. May your Clemson ring and your challenge coin constantly inspire you to answer that question in your own way by using your Clemson education and your Clemson experience to make a positive difference each and every day in the lives of others, in your local community, and on all of the world. May it also inspire you to stay connected to Clemson throughout every stage of your life and all of your milestones. Those shiny new rings will forever remind you that the Clemson Alumni Association is your lifelong connection to Clemson. And as long as you're in touch with the Clemson Alumni Association, we will keep you in touch with Clemson. Best wishes from the Alumni Association as you approach your graduation and as you move on to the next stage of your Clemson career. Be proud, be fierce, be ever loyal. Now please stand with me and join us in singing the Clemson University alma mater. One, two, three, four, C-L-E-M-S-O-N-T-I-G-E.